Do you hear that? Is that the death knell of Pattaya? Is Pattaya suffering a slow death? One of the main reasons people head to Pattaya is the crazy nightlife. This includes possibly spending a little time with one of those infamous Pattaya bar girls. But if the industry continues the way it is, that may be a thing of the past. There are many reasons why the bar girl industry is in deep crisis. Why would we say this? Don't worry, we will discuss that very question in this video. We're going to go over everything about the changing times in Pattaya and what is potentially affecting your chance of a little alone time with one of the beautiful bar girls of Pattaya. So keep watching if you're heading to Pattaya and look forward to an exciting experience with one of the girls in the city has become so famous for. Disappearing bar girls? If you've made your way to Pattaya, you're probably looking forward to a whole slew of unique experiences. If you expect an array of beautiful Thai girls to be available to you when you visit the clubs and bars of the city, you might end up disappointed. Upon scanning the options, you may have noticed that it is not quite what you expected. Not only are there less stunning girls available than before, but those that are available seem to have a much different attitude. Many of the girls now seem to be more ambivalent and even open to the idea of rejecting your advancements. This is very different from what it has been in previous years. Why is this happening? Why do the ladies that now work in these bars appear to be older and less attractive than before? The true demographics and economic changes are the root causes of the decline in the number of bar girls, as well as the quality of bar girls available to you in Pattaya. In a nutshell, a healthy bar girl industry is only possible if the city has both poverty and plenty of young women. But it looks like not only in Pattaya but in Thailand in general, this is something that is not present. Number 5. Demographics. Over the past 30 years, fewer girls have been born to families in Thailand. This means that there is less of a pool for establishments to hire from in a younger generation. That has left the bar girl industry looking at older women. Though they may still be attractive, they may have a different form of beauty. This may not be what guys are looking for though, when they want to spend time with a beautiful Thai bar girl. To really understand this demographic shift, you have to understand some key facts. During the 1980s, there were a ton of young girls that were looking for older men to marry. That meant that the bars and establishments of Pattaya and Thailand had a big pool to hire from. They could be pickier when it came to things like attitudes and appearances. But in the past decade, with fewer young women available, that has changed, and this trend doesn't seem to be changing. So it is very likely that over the next couple of years, it's going to be even harder to staff these bars with beautiful young and eligible women. This could eventually mean the demise of the bar girl industry in Pattaya. Number 4. The economy. The other major contributing factor is the growing purchasing power of the economy itself. Thailand has become a country that finds itself in the middle income bracket when it comes to its economy. This means that it costs a lot more to get some of these young ladies to step into this industry when it comes to salary. When the economy was bad, poverty meant that many of these young women would do anything to help their families survive. With the burgeoning economy, these young ladies have access to better paying jobs. Even positions like cashiers at 7-Eleven or secretary pay 10 times better than they did in the past. So, to lure these young ladies into this type of lifestyle, the wages must be higher than many of the establishments are willing to pay. This in turn means that the prices for those services are going to go up, and it may be less likely that men are willing to pay them. In other words, because Thailand is no longer considered a third world country, which is great for the Thai people, industries like the bar girl industry will feel these new opportunities greatly. Number 3. Other factors. Though the demographics and economy are the primary causes of the bar girl shortage, there are other factors too. With a strong Thai baht and a weak exchange rate, the appeal of Thailand has declined a little. Though it's still a budget-friendly option, the growth into a middle-income nation has made it less appealing. In particular, Pattaya's rapidly changing tourist demographic is definitely something that is going to play a role. This change is going to change the willingness of young women to step into the bar girl industry. In fact, the tourism of this city is starting to be more non-sex driven than ever before. This has led to these young women looking at other industries for careers. This has opened up the opportunity for Russian, Indian, and other ethnicities to fill in the holes left by the Thai girls stepping away. With fewer options available to tourists for this specific experience, many people are looking at Thailand in a much different way. This is drawing them away from places like Pattaya to more cultural and spiritual places like Phuket. The change in outlook on what tourists go to Thailand for is just one of the many factors that are impacting the bar girl industry. The next two that we are going to discuss are more detrimental to the continued success of this business. Number 2, new markets. In truth, the changing market when it comes to Thailand and the sex industry is quite impactful in many different ways. Many of these bar girls and other working girls have decided to move into higher-end sex tourism. This is more of a long-term business and focused on men who are affluent. These men that are affluent tend to be less demanding, and that means that they feel safer. Many of these young ladies are now charging 10,000 baht for a night because access to these men is more prevalent. Instead of working for smaller wages and tips, these Thai girls are choosing not to waste their time and go straight for the big shots. This means that those young, beautiful women are not available for the bars to hire. Therefore, the bars are left with having to staff themselves with older women. These new markets and concepts we've already discussed in this video are key. But one of the biggest things that have made an impact is something that has impacted the global economy and every aspect of most of our lives, social media and online platforms. Number 1, social networks and dating apps. The change in how people meet each other because of social media and other online platforms has impacted many industries and our lives in general. Social media has opened a whole world of change, and how we interact with each other is the biggest of these. With social networks and dating apps, more of these young ladies have moved their business online instead of choosing to work in bars or nightclubs. Just 10 years ago, sites like Thai Friendly or Tinder would not even be a consideration for these young ladies. Now, many of the girls looking for relationships with tourists or casual paid relationships use dating sites to do their business. It is vastly easier than looking for careers in the bars and nightclubs of Pattaya. Plus, it leaves their business in their own hands instead of at the mercy of the bar management. Plus, with sites like OnlyFans, many women can cater to previous customers and new customers without having to see them in real life. They can make plenty of money without ever leaving their home. All they need is a laptop. Many women learned this during the COVID-19 pandemic and have little reason to return to walking street or their previous jobs. So do you think Pattaya can survive without sex? There's definitely more and more to this wonderful city now. But the fact is, the Pattaya of old may be drastically changing. As of right now though, there are still plenty of beautiful women around for plenty of fun. Check out some of our other videos for suggestions. It just makes sense that there may be less women than before and that this trend will continue. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing Pattaya content. We will see you in the next upload.